Hello and welcome to Magic or Tragic. My name is Brandon and today we are going to be reviewing, you've seen it in the title, Thin Air by Ignacio Looez. I think that's how you say his name. Let's get into the video. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little intro producing the Thin Air box from nowhere. So today we're going to be talking about the good things, the bad things, the price, where you can buy it from, is it good, is it worth buying? All these questions are going to be revealed. Okay, so when you purchase Thin Air, what do you get in the box? So inside the box you do get the silk, obviously, to do the trick. And it's a decent size silk, and it's a black silk. There's not much you can really say about this, but it is a gimmick silk. Just to let you know, if you didn't know, it is a gimmick silk, so bear that in mind. You can't use any silk. And also you receive, I'm not going to show you that side of it, but like a business card with the website you go on as well to watch the tutorial. So that is what you receive in the box, and it's obviously from Vanishing Ink, and it's a blue cardboard box, nothing fancy, a bit of silk and a card. That's all you're getting. Okay, so let's get into the good things about this trick. So like you saw in the intro, I produced the box. That was just for a little bit of fun. But if you haven't seen this, you show a black silk, you fold the silk over, you reopen it and reopen it. But you know, when you open the silk back and there's going to be cards there, coins there, or whatever you want to be there. So for this trick, okay, it looks great. It's very, very visual. Okay, I love visual magic, and when I first saw this, I saw this at Blackpool, and it blew my mind. Straight away, I went, I'll buy it, give it me. And if you're watching this and you did go to Blackpool, did you join me? Did you go, yes, I'll have one of them, take my money? Because I was one of them. The other good thing with this as well is you can do this on social media. It looks great for social media. And if you're doing a trade show, you can incorporate this to a trade show. Or a parlour show, if you're going to do a parlour magic, you can have this already set up to do, and boom, you are on your way. Okay, so let's talk about the angles. Basically, it's angle proof. It really is angle proof. People could be stuck 360 degrees, it doesn't matter. People could be behind you, in front of you. It really doesn't matter. It is angle proof. So for this, do not worry about the angles. Okay, so I've showed you about the good things. Now I'm going to tell you about the bad things, okay? So the bad things. With this trick, okay, like I said, I bought this at Blackpool. I didn't think about it. I just went out and bought it. Didn't ask any questions. And if you are watching this, and if you do go to Vanishing Ink, that's where you can purchase it, it does say this. This is not a table hopping routine. Because as soon as I bought this, I was like, right, I'm going to go out, table to table, bring some silk out, and produce some cards or coins or whatever. You can't do that. And I just wanted to let you know, because me personally, I thought I would take that out, just whip it out, and boom, cards are going to appear. You cannot do that. I was so disappointed. I was like, no, I can't do it. It didn't put me off, but I was disappointed, shall I say. So that was one thing. Another thing, like I said as well, this can be done in close-up, but it has to be set up. You have to set the silk up, okay? So if you're going to do a parlour show, for example, you'd have all this set up ready, but if you was going to do this to, I don't know, friends, family, or if you pay gig or whatever, it has to be set up on the table, ready to go. You can't get it out and boom, do it that way, okay? Because it has to be set up. And talking about setup, the setup will take you, shall I say, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, depending on what you're going to appear. If you're going to appear a pack of cards, it can take you around that 5-6 seconds, which is not bad. which is not bad at all. But if you were going to set it up and people was there, they would know. Because there are certain tricks you can do, set up in front of them, they don't even know what's happening. Like, you could be talking to him, be setting some kind of trick up. But with this, if you was going to set this up, they would see exactly how it works, so you wouldn't be able to set up in front of them. So, yes, that is the bad things I've got on here with that. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, by the way, just to let you know, if you haven't purchased this, the silk, it cannot be examined. Bear that in mind. So when you've done this, when you've produced whatever, if they say, can I take a look at that silk? You can't give it to them. You can't, unfortunately, but depending on how you're going to do it, if it's a parlour show, they might not want to. But if I call that audience management, you can. But the question is, it cannot be examined. So the tutorial, it's around about 14 minutes long. It's the I can't pronounce his name. I'm just going to call you Mr. Looez. I do apologise. I can't pronounce his first name. So Mr. Looez is the video is about 14 minutes long. He performs the trick to two women. I think he's actually in a park or somewhere on the table, and he's performed the trick and he's getting the great reaction, what you would expect. And it's shot beautifully. It's really, really well shot. But there is a but. Mr. Looez, okay, I'm not saying you're bad at explaining magic whatsoever, and this is the very first product I've ever bought from yourself, or, well, from Vanishing, but, you know, it's your product. When I watched your tutorial, Mr. Looez, I couldn't understand what was happening. I know this trick to you is like you've done it a million times, but when you taught it, when you was teaching it, or shall I, I'm not saying this directly to you, I'm just saying it in general. When he was teaching it, shall I say, when he was teaching it, it was when you, okay, so you do this, I'm like, what? Rewind it. Try again. So what you do is this. I was like, I didn't understand it. If you have bought this, I don't know if this is just me. It could be me. It might happen to you. I do not know. But I couldn't understand it. And I'm not saying, well, it is bad, really. Because I couldn't understand it. Even though you explain it, I think you explain it a bit too fast. That's just my opinion. People could be watching this thinking I'm completely wrong. But that is just my opinion. But saying that, what's this guy? What's his name? Let's have a look. There is Matthew. Okay, there's a section, the tip section. So when you buy this and you put download link in, there is it says setup. I think it's the setup tips, and it's Matt from the Vanishing Ink team. And he goes through the setup, how to set the actual trick up, and I understood it straight away. Like, as soon as he explained it, so he had it over the head shoulder shot as well, so I explained it straight away. Then when I rewatched Mr. Lopez's explanation, I understood his way a bit more. Even though they're both the same, I just thought personally, I think it's Matthew, if I'm wrong, Matt, I do apologise, Matthew explains it a lot easier. So bear that in mind. If you don't understand Mr. Lopez's tutorial, make sure you check out the setup tip section, and you'll be able to click on that and you'll be able to follow it straight away, because I did. So also on the tutorial, Mr. Looez, I'm going to call him Mr. Looez, he teaches a few different tricks. Let me see if I can find the names of the trick. If I can pronounce it correctly, it's ever sent aces. So the aces go into the silk and they vanish one by one. He does another one with you place a card in there, you fold the silk down, close it up, and it changes into their playing card. He also does a 4x4 chain, so you can put 4 aces in. You obviously put the silk over, click your fingers, and it turns to 4 kings or whatever card you want. And he does a card through table as well. I wasn't a massive fan of that, but you can do that. So basically, you've got your silk, you place your card down, you close it, you hit it, reopen it, and it's gone through the table. It looks okay, it's not the best. So I just want to let you know some of the tricks Mr. Lopez teaches you. But just to let you know as well, there's a bonus section, okay, when you buy this. There's a bonus section, and there we go. It's Matt from the Vanishing Ink team. He needs a secret operative manager. And he's with Jason Silverman, and he's having like a FaceTime or Skype call, and they're going through different tricks, what you can perform with this thin air. And I watched it, and I was quite surprised with some of the things they both came up with. One of the best tricks I saw with this is a torn and restore card, and I'm sure the back of it's signed, if I can remember correctly, and the face of it's signed as well. So just imagine that. You get a card signed, and then you sign the back as well. You rip the card up, you rip the card up, place it down, you snap your fingers, and it restores. It looks really, really good. I would use that. I would use that trick, but still, it needs that setup. But yeah, you get about, I think it's 28 minutes, I think. Is that correct? Yes, 28 minutes. Yes, it's around about 28 minutes with the bonus section. So you're still getting a lot in it. So you've got Mr. Lopez's routine, then you've got the bonus section, and you get the tip section of setting the thin air as well. Okay, the price. How much is thin air? So this is retailed at £23.94. If you're in America, it might be $26. I'm not sure. I'm not good with converting money. But yeah, if you're in the UK, it's £23.90. Let's call it £24 to make it easier. And yeah, is it worth £24 in my opinion? Is it worth £24 in my opinion? It's a hard one. Is it £24 in my opinion, Brandon? Yes or no? It's a simple answer. What is it going to be? No, I don't think it's worth £23 or £24. I don't. But that is my opinion. You could be watching this screaming at the screen going, yes, it is worth £24, Brandon, because this A, B, and C. But in my opinion, it's not worth £24. So if I would have put a price on it, for about £15, I don't think £24 is worth a silk, which is, and just to let you know as well, this trick is ancient as well. I've seen this. I've talked to my uncle not long ago about this trick, and when he saw the method, he went, that's an ancient trick. But that's a different story. We're not going to go there. So yeah, I reckon around about £15 I would have paid for it. But where can you buy it from? You can buy this from Vanishing Ink. Obviously, if you didn't see the logo at the back, you can buy it from Vanishing Ink. I will put a link down below just in case you want to buy it. So let's give it a mark. I usually give these marked out of 10. And if I was going to give this a mark, I would give this a 6 out of 10. I would give it a 6 out of 10 because I'm probably not going to use it. I've done it on social media, but that's the only thing I'm going to do it. I won't go out in the real world and perform it. I'm not going to lie. So if you're a table hopping magician or go to restaurants or whatever, you won't be able to do this. It's more for parlour, stage, social media. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for me. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, everything I said, you might not agree with me if you've bought it already, but this is just my opinion. I think it's okay. Like I said, I'm not going to use it ever again. It's just going to go probably in my bottom drawer, magic bottom drawer at home. I just don't think I'm going to use it. I've done it on social media, and that's probably the only time I'm going to use it. But anyway, please hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.